let's just say, Veda has a giraffe, and Diane has a pet armadillo. So there's your fun facts on them. Secondly, we will be using a Pecha Kucha program today, which I've never heard of that until this conference. But what it is, it's an automated program that advances the slides. So each slide has a predetermined, it's 30 seconds, and it goes. So we're going to stay on time for sure. I've never seen this before, so it could be kind of fun. So first up from VectorScient is Veda and Sarush.
So I guess the time starts now.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. I'm Veda Konduru, founder and CEO of VectorScient.
Hi, my name is Suresh Chagan, founder and advisor at VectorScient.
So VectorScient, many of you have come to our booth. So it is a predictive consumer insights for marketers in e-commerce and retail businesses run their personalized campaigns with our artificial intelligence technologies. So this helps them know who the consumer is, who to target, at what time, the product recommendations, promotion recommendations. So here, the high-level concept, basically, no, we don't capture the data because I've heard a lot of questions around that. So our client has already a lot of humongous data about their consumer, what they're doing, their interactions are captured in various systems. So we capture that, we integrate them one-to-one, and we provide the insights. So here is how we do it. So at the data level, they are captured in a variety of systems. So we integrate one-to-one natively and link them up one-to-one using our fuzzy matching algorithms. And we use our machine learning algorithms to do the deep data mining and give the insights of who to target, the hyper-targeting, where the marketers can then take the message to either email marketing or direct mail marketing, anything from there on. So in a nutshell, basically our client will know about their consumer in detail, who will likely buy, what products they interest them, and what promotions interest them, and then they act by taking that into the marketing messaging, and they gain by caching the every sales opportunity, increased marketing ROI, and increased customer trust. So that's pretty much.
So what does it mean to the market research aspect? So yesterday, brilliant presentation by Ross McLean, the dude, where is your jetpack? Minority Report context and analogy. Market research is an ally, it's not going to replace, artificial intelligence is not going to replace market research. Because there are certain areas where it's an art form. Designing the survey, interpreting survey responses are really art form. And whereas processing all the huge data that is relevant is a science form. So we talk about where machine learning would make difference to market research. We talked about video-based surveys. We talked about complex data types. So those are all the things that you can take advantage of because you have machine learning now at your tips. So it starts from identifying who the right panel is, matching them correctly, and then filtering out the low-quality responses, and then using machine learning along the way to arrive at predictive outcomes and that are reliable and accurate and that make sense to business. So we talked about survey panel. So you have hundreds of thousands of panelists. Who is the right one to pick? And there are panel companies out there. So who is this target audience that you want to survey that are relevant to the kind of problem statement that you want to address? So it starts with matching with the demographics as always, but also based on behaviors, their past survey completion history, whether they're likely to complete the survey or not, whether they're likely to give quality response or not. And then once you get the responses, even within responses are assured that you are accounting for the quality, thoughtless submissions, robotic submissions, fraudulent submissions, what have you. So machine learning is the one that can find the patterns and really separate, weed out the low quality responses and keep only the quality responses that matter to the eventual outcome. And then when you go further with good quality responses, you have to see how you have to process the data, taking advantage of the additional data. So if the survey response is one thing, but if you have to marry that up with other external data, maybe the client has past survey data that is relevant to the current question, knowledge hound discussion talking about past surveys and how they are relevant. Or other macroeconomic data, customer sentiment. So if you want to marry all that up and then deliver an outcome that is really making sense to the client, machine learning is again the place to be in terms of marrying up all the causal factors and then making what sense.
So going beyond, so this is for tomorrow. So right now, market research stops at giving the recommendations that here is your consumer attributes, now go do your marketing. So it is a strategic direction to your clients. So we are saying that with VectorScient, you can do a value-added service to your client by influencing their marketing, by saying here is a list of marketing messaging that you can do precisely to make it better. So the science behind VectorScient, to the left is big data, because all of what we talked about is the humongous data, the volume, variety. That is a classic big data that we just talked about. And we use machine learning algorithms. I don't have to go deep into the technology side of it, but it's like humans. Like we learn lessons from mistakes and we grow and evolve, but we have emotions, but machine doesn't. That's the only difference. But it learns and it fine-tunes itself. So here, the data science at VectorScient. So though the name says data science, it's an art form is what I would say, because being a technological person, translating the business problem into technological parameters that make sense to your business comes from the doing the art form of this. So the model is not too narrowly or too broadly modeled, because it leads to inaccurate results when it's modeled that way. Why is it extra accurate? Because we take the data comprehensively, not just one slice of it, not just CRM, not just the purchase history, not just website, but all of it. Because the more relevant data that we put into the equation, the better the accurate predictions are, and that leads to, again, the sales. That's what resonates with everyone, right? That's what ultimately it leads to, and reduce the wasted ad spend. So again, at VectorScient, we believe, like many other companies, no one size fits all. Our algorithms are industry specific for e-commerce and retail, and furthermore, every business is unique. So we go by their operating model, what features are very specific to their business, and combining all of that, that yields highly accurate predictions, consumer predictions to our clients. So we'll talk about next how VectorScient is in action.
So when you talk about all the predictions, the question is, how do you make it useful to your business? So this is a snippet of what it matters to marketers. So you can slice and dice, and you can download into Excel or what have you to further understand the analytics. But here we show the visualization, self-service and easy to use, how to really make sense of all the predictive insights that you are getting. So it could be best customers or best survey panelists, whatever. And then the other specific problem that we address is simulations. So a lot of times you have a situation where you have to kind of understand how different parameters matter. What if you change this marketing message a little bit? What if you change the geographical segment a little bit? So those are all the different situations where you need to understand that what if I do a certain thing. So VectorScient again has a simulation capabilities to allow you to experiment and then model different scenarios. And then when you talk about the other vendors in this landscape, you see some big names. We put those because each of those, everyone does visualization. That's why you see a chart over there where there's a dot in the visualizations bucket to the far left. But really, it matters. What matters is whether a particular product is consuming all the relevant data. Like Veda said, more data the better. And second thing is, are you having a unified consumer 360-degree view at your fingertips? So unless you link all the data, you're not going to get that.
So the message is basically resonating. We have seen other speakers saying this also. So technology is going to enables us, empowers us. It's not going to replace. So we take all the mundane, process-oriented, data-intensive part of your job and let machine do that best, because that's very effective there. And let us focus on the creative genius so it blooms, and then designing the surveys, interpretation becomes the art. So it's a win-win. So VectorScient it's a twofold for market research. It's a robust platform where you can connect using our APIs to take advantage of our machine learning algorithms. And on the right, you see it's a readily available predictive insights for e-commerce and retail businesses for marketers to run the marketing campaign. So it's both a platform and also a product solution for the businesses. So again, we thank you for your time today. Thank you for your time and attention. It has been a great honor sharing the stage with John Becker today. We really appreciate your time. Please share the feedback of what you feel, and we'll be glad to help you with any questions that you have.
Thank you once again, everyone.